All right, Chad Williams of the Liberty Raiders. Chad, obviously a tough ending there. You take back to the first half. You know, they had a nice run in the second quarter. The way things worked out was back and forth from there. How big a key was that for them to get back in after you had a nice lead there?
I think the foul trouble. I mean, we had a good lead in the first quarter. Foul trouble really bothered us. When you get three guys out of your starting group that's in foul trouble, and you're having to go to your bench right off the first game in the season, it's a recipe for disaster at that point.
You guys did the same thing as in the third quarter there. I mean, you made that run.
Yeah.
Foul trouble hits you again, and you got behind.
Yeah. I mean, we got to play smarter. We got to adjust to the officiating. You know, being our first game is not an excuse, but it doesn't help. I mean, I don't care who you are. When you get three guys that you're setting big minutes, I mean, Liam's one of the best players around, and you know, you see when he was in there, the difference between when he's in there and when he's out. You know, Zay Kincaid, when he was in there, when he was out, the offense was better, the defense was better. But we're not in shape. I mean, we're one game in, and we're just not in shape.
Ashton also made an array of layups. The degree of difficulty probably very high.
Yeah.
I mean, how does it mess with your confidence when a guy's making shots like that?
I don't know about confidence. I think the biggest thing is, you know, it's frustration on my side because we work on that every day of giving help before he gets that low. Because I mean, I don't care who you are. If you get the ball that deep, the percentages, you know, obviously going to be 70% or better. And he, you know, he got us in bad situations when we had bad rotations, and we had, I'm not going to say guys that don't play, but guys that are not used to being in that kind of situation.
Do you feel like you fell in love with the three a little bit too much?
Oh, 100%. That's the first thing we said. I said, but at the same time, I mean, how many times are you going to see Parker Hodge shoot, you know, that bad? How many times are you going to see, you know, Aiden Tabor shoot that bad? I thought we kept trying to shoot ourselves into it versus getting the easy ones and get a flow and then step back out and start doing it. And that's what we were talking about is, you know, I think we probably shot less than 15% from the three-point line. You're not going to win very many games when you shoot that many three-pointers and you don't shoot the 15%.
You had a couple of games you were supposed to play.
Yeah.
Was there original opener? How much you had it hurt that you weren't able to get those games in you? But you would have been at game 3 and
Yes,
improvements.
that would have been huge. That's probably the part that aggravates me the most. I mean, I think tonight was their first game too, but you know, when you got a team as young as what we are, I mean, there are a lot more, you know, upperclassmen on what we are. So when you're playing freshmen, sophomores, that's a big change for them to come out game 1 and play not only your biggest rival. You know, you're playing a pretty good team that's in your region. So, you know, if we'd had a game under our belt, I don't think that would have happened. So I'm looking forward to the rematch already.
Chad, appreciate it, Chad.
Thanks, you guys.